welcome back to the GC channel. I'm your host, Orlando Casares, the president and founder of British Law International. If you're new with us, welcome. This is a channel especially for you, for the GCs and for in-house legal teams, and it's powered by general counsels. We'll be covering today some of the trendiest topics, things that keep you up at night, and we hope that you will find the next few minutes invaluable and very insightful. So follow us along. Thank you for joining the GC channel. This is your global venue for in-house counsel, where we get to discuss trending topics of interest. And we interview, for that matter, subject matter experts and influencers in the industry and authorities in the legal market that are able to start a conversation with us that sometimes requires to ask the tough questions of the day, because the audience, our GC audience, our in-house counsel audience, are very keen to hear it first at the GC channel. So with that in mind, I'm really looking forward to this interview because I have two very stellar and distinguished individuals. We have Sean McGuire, who is the director of the CBI in Brussels. So he's here in Brussels proper. The CBI, as you all know, is the largest confederation of British industry. It actually represents just about 250,000 corporate entities from the UK in all shapes and sizes, from the FTSE 100 and 350 to mid caps, SMEs, micro businesses, privately owned companies, startups, and trade associations. So this is the heartbeat of the commercial muscle of the UK, and Sean is their voice in Brussels. Obviously, he's very busy not only with the CBI, but also with the BBB, which is the British Business Bureau. And he also interacts with the Business House in Brussels. So Sean is a very busy person with a number of entities under his wing for which he gets to gather intelligence and interact with a whole host of business enterprises in the UK. And I have to say that I don't envy Sean's position for the past 3 years as we have witnessed the Brexit saga. And he was here holding the fort, trying to get the information for his counterparts. And we'll definitely hear more about Sean in a minute. But likewise, I take great pride to introduce Bruce MacMillan. Bruce is the GC of First Law International's member in the UK, Irwin Mitchell, which is the largest private firm in the United Kingdom, and a significant force to reckon with in the legal industry, with over 15 offices in the country, in a firm that dates back already over a century, although most of the robust growth has been seen in the last 20 years, which is very, very impressive. Bruce is no stranger to these kinds of interviews and panels, a former city lawyer. And for the audience, you know that means that Bruce has tough skin because he's seen it all. He's been in private practice. He's also a trained auditor and mediator, and has 17 years of experience working for multinationals and startups. So I think this is the perfect couple to be interviewed together to talk about just where we are. So the idea of this interview isn't really to talk about what happened, because Brexit is already done. The transition period came to an end. 1st of January, the UK has a new relationship with the EU. So let me start out and ask Sean to kind of kick this conversation and telling us, there were a lot of people that had strong opinions about Brexit one way or the other. There were the forecasts and prognostications and anticipation and speculation. Sean, did anybody get it right? Did anybody really nail it and said, okay, this is what's going to happen and that's what happened? Or is the chapter being written as we speak?
Thank you. in an effort to answer that one, the chapter has been written. I don't think the book is finished, and there will be many volumes in the relationship going forward between the UK and the EU. I suppose, and I totally agree with you that we shouldn't look over the political wranglings of the last 3-5 years, because when we speak to business in our membership, large or small, they're not interested in that anymore. They have two kind of questions. What does the TCA mean for me and my business? And secondly, what are the additional burdens and costs? And there is a third one, where are the opportunities? And we will probably come to that at some stage. I suppose, did anyone get it right? Well, no, because this is a unique TCA. So we aren't in a situation where we have an absolute withdrawal from the EU without an agreement, where, you know, we were very much, as the CBI, strongly opposed to that position, which would really have had major impact for businesses on both sides of the Channel and in the Republic of Ireland, to move to a kind of WTO setting. So, and nor is it the kind of EU membership or the one below that, the Norway model. So we have a new bespoke model in a way, and based on Canada, based on other FTAs. So, you know, the jury's still out, and I think it's still due out because we also have something else that is facing many of our businesses and indeed our citizens across the world, and that is COVID. So it's very hard to know what is directly a Brexit issue and what is a COVID-related issue. And particularly when you see the trade figures for January and February, it is too early to say yet, you know, where the dial will fall. But nevertheless, there has been a difficult 2 or 3 months. I mean, it's over 100 days since the TCA, and businesses, both large and small, are grappling with what the new trading relationship is, particularly in the UK, because some of the easements that the UK has given has resulted in perhaps some of our European partners not feeling the same challenges that perhaps UK exporters to the EU are facing.
If I could, for a second there, just for the sake of the audience, I know we're going to use a lot of acronyms and abbreviations, but the TCA stands for the UK Trade and Cooperation Agreement, which, as Sean just rightly pointed out, it's really been 100 days. And it was just ratified 2 weeks ago. I mean, the European Council and the Parliament on the 29th of April and then the 1st of May just ratified it. So the trade agreement is now in place. And, you know, I wasn't being sarcastic, but I was really hoping that when I said who got it right, that it would that somebody would have said, well, actually there was, you know, my grandmother or my aunt or somebody actually was able to do that. I think you're right. I think the chapter is being written, and it will take many authors to pen the outcome. Well, thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos like this one, subscribe to the channel and press the notification button below so that you will be alerted when new videos come out. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to the next one. And don't forget, you heard it here first.